Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Pizza. I am your host, Marty. I'm not a food critic, as I explained last week, but I cook up a pizza every Sunday night, try it out, just give you my opinions, tell you what I think of it. We're into 2025, pretty good now, about halfway through the month. Public service announcement, you no longer need to say Happy New Year. I've heard that a couple times last week, and it's like, when do you stop saying that shit? And it's right now. It's not a new year anymore. We're almost 2 weeks into it, so knock that shit off. We're into 2025. Started my blog up again today. If you follow that or haven't seen it, new post today. In fact, it's a post. Yesterday was the 15th anniversary of when I started my blog, where I went to 365 bars in 365 days, which was one of the kookiest years of my life. Started on January 11th, 2010, finished it a year later in 2011. And I was never so glad to finish something in my life. That was a really rough thing to do. It really wasn't fun. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Well, I take that back. There were a few fun. The best night was the night I went to the Mars Bar on Easter Sunday. That was a lot of fun. But for the most part, it was just a chore, taking pictures, getting up, having a few beers. No, anyway. Today's post on the blog is I put up links to. I did get a lot of press for that. I got international press. It's the biggest thing I ever did. So anyway, yesterday was the anniversary of that. Meanwhile, back in Peoria, up and running again, daily posts, starting a new food tour a week from Tuesday, going to announce that. But anyway, tonight we eat pizza. And tonight we have a classic. At least for me and for those of us in Peoria, we've got the Butch's Pizza. And I think the classic flavor, sausage and cheese, super thin crust. I already know I love this. I mean, unless they changed it or something on me, it's going to get a great rating. I got a little different hot sauce action too. So anyway, that's it. Back with the blog. Back with the pizza soon. In fact, we will be back with this week's pizza, as always, in 3, 2, and 1. We're back with the cooked pizza. There's something going on with my pizza oven. The directions on the Butch's Pizza said to cook it 400 for 20 minutes. I had to cook this thing for like 40 minutes to get it properly cooked. I always cook pizza a little bit longer because I do like it well done. Really well done a couple weeks ago when I burned that Detroit pizza. But no, it just was taking forever. I don't know if that oven's going bad on me. I may have to look for another one or just go back to using my regular oven. But anyway, it ended up fine. It just took forever. I just kind of spit out there. So anyway, pizza's done. Little change up on the hot sauce this week. We're not using the Trisha hot sauce. Not stopping indefinitely. But since it's Butch's Pizza, I had to use the Butch's hot sauce. It's sweet with a little heat, it says. And there's the Butch's pig over there. So we used the Butch's hot sauce on the pizza this week. But we'll continue next week. Thanks again, Trish, for your contribution. And another condiment thing that I started doing, I used to always put this ground mustard on pizza. And I don't know, like a year ago, I must have just run out of it, and I kind of forgot. I guess I had a senior moment, and I forgot to start using this. I was at the store and getting the pizza, and I just happened, I was walking down the spice aisle. I saw the ground mustard. I'm like, I'm going to start putting that on pizza again. If you've never tried it, at least for me, I think it adds a nice little flavor level. Okay, speaking of pizza, here it is. Here's the Big Daddy, classic Butch's Pizza. Let me roll back here and attempt, as always, every week. This is never the easiest thing to do. But there's the pizza. I can't get all of it in. I'm not going to try. Let me just get back up here. I mean, I take a picture of it anyway. I'll put the cut one up. Let that there for a while. Then I'll put the uncut one after I seasoned it without tasting it, because I'm not a food critic. Seasoned it with the Butch's hot sauce, the ground mustard, and the pepper. And here is a slice. Looks really good. I mean, I don't know how many Butch's pizzas I've had. I mean, I had it when they first started coming out with it. I think the first one I got was at the Tip Top, which is where I think was the first. I think that was the first Butch's Pizza. I got to ask Tim Carey. So anyway, here it is. Looks great. It's done perfectly, even though it took 40 minutes, but it's done perfectly. The crust is super thin. I think this is their classic one. I have had a pepperoni on here. I think at the very beginning of these. I can't remember what I rated it, but I mean, there's no way this is going to be bad. So Sunday night, let's take a bite. Mm. Oh, it's so good. Perfect amount of cheese. The sauce is nice. The hot sauce complements it perfectly. It is sweet and heat. And the ground mustard is good too. I'm glad I thought to start doing that again. But this is about as perfect slice of frozen pizza as you can get. I mean, this stacks up with fresh pizza. Mm, really good. The crust seems even thinner, which I like. If you live in Peoria or even nearby and you've never had a Butch's Pizza, you're out of your mind. I will say that an even better Butch's experience is like in a bar. The Red Barn is a good example. They cook Butch's up really really good. So go to the Red Barn and get a Butch's Pizza. There's a little free plug for both of them. This sausage is really tasty. Yeah, this is pizza perfection. It's so good. I can't stop eating it. I haven't had a Butch's sausage in quite a while. Get that corner piece. Got a little bit of cheese on my shirt. Mmm, so good. You can't get any better than that. I think this is. I love the pepperoni one I had, but I think the sausage cheese is their best flavor. I haven't had all the Butches. They have a white garlic one that I bet is great, but garlic gives me heartburn. They have a bunch of them. I'll put their website up below and you can go look at them. Rated, I mean, 1 to 10. I wonder what I gave the pepperoni because I think this is just a hair above the pepperoni. I'm going to give it a 9.8. Butch's Pizza, sausage cheese, classic pizza perfection. Doesn't get any better. I don't know if I'll ever find a frozen pizza as good as this. So we may have peaked. Maybe I should just quit after this. But anyway, thanks to Butch's Pizza for grinding out these great local pizzas. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's Monday. We'll be back tomorrow with Spiteful Stories. Finally moving on from Fish Wrap in that series. So thanks for tuning in. Have a great week. And we will see you tomorrow with Spiteful Stories.